welcome back to my channel. So I have a Q&A for you. Today I have not filmed a Q&A in a really long time. So I posted on Instagram on Monday to see what your questions were and what you wanted to ask me. And I also posted on Facebook. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, it's Abby_Esbenshade, or if you follow 3S_fitness, we posted it on both accounts so that you could ask us questions on both accounts. Well, for me, for this Q&A video, and now I'm going to answer them. Make sure that you click below to go sign up for our Summer Sweat Series. I mentioned it in a video, which I will also link below, all about the Summer Sweat Series. It was the launch video where you can see a little bit about what it's about. It is an 8-week free series. It's gonna have daily workout circuits, weekly recipes, motivation, support. You're gonna get full workouts, which is kind of, we have like a surprise planned for that, but it's gonna be really fun and really different and really cool. And then we're also doing tons of prizes and giveaways every week. It's gonna be so much fun. So click below and sign up, totally free. You don't have to pay a cent. It's just gonna be an awesome time for the summer. And if you sign up, make sure to post on Instagram with hashtag 3S Summer Series so that we can see your posts. So, okay, let's see what we got. On Instagram, LucyMoore92 asked, do you have any tips for how to stay fit and healthy during finals? This is a good one. I actually have a sister who is still in school. She's a junior in college, and she asks me the same question every year. But one of the things that you can do is something that everybody will help keep everybody on track at any time, which is prep your food. So during finals, you're so busy, especially I remember when I was in college, most of the time I would forget to eat, or I would, and then I would like eat a lot because I would forget to eat for hours, and then I would want to just eat everything. So planning your meals and prepping your meals and carrying with you what I call emergency food. So if you're like studying at the library, if you have a granola bar or trail mix or something in your purse with you, that way when you get really hungry, you're reaching for something healthy instead of something unhealthy, like ice cream or pizza or whatever's available at the time. My library usually had some healthy snacks, but I always carried food with me. Planning is always the best way to succeed when it comes to your food, because when you're really hungry and you're ravenous and you don't have food with you, you're gonna reach for unhealthy things because that's what your body is gonna crave first, most of the time. So planning your food is my #1 tip for staying healthy during finals. Also, getting up and sweating in the morning, especially when you're under a lot of stress when it comes to finals. I was always really stressed out, and working out first thing in the morning and kind of getting that done always cleared my head. It reduced my stress a little bit, and it made me more focused. And it's just gonna make you feel better, make your body feel better, and it'll make you feel better mentally too. So that would be my tip. Okay, Monies_world_ asked, how can I keep from bloating, or how can I de-bloat my stomach without detox teas? So I'm actually going to be doing a whole video on bloating. The first thing is you want to make sure that you're chewing your food slowly. So the first source of digestion, or the first way that your body digests food, is in your mouth when you're chewing. So if you're eating really fast, you can be taking in a lot of air, which can bloat you. And if you're not chewing your food and you're just kind of like swallowing it, same thing. So make sure that you're chewing your food and you're starting the digestion in your mouth at a higher level, and then it will help with bloating. Make sure that you're drinking enough water, and I recommend 1 gallon a day for all of my clients. That's what's gonna keep you fully hydrated, but then also help you flush out toxins and kind of keep you leaner, because your body's fully hydrated, so it doesn't feel the need to hold on to excess water and trap it in your body, which can make you look bloated. Also, watch your sodium intake. So I recommend 1,500 to 2,000 milligrams of sodium a day, and if you're intaking too much sodium, like my fingers will swell. Like if I eat Chinese food or if I eat anything really high in sodium, I always know the next day, especially like olives for me, make my fingers swell so bad because your body's holding on to that water. Make sure that you're drinking enough water and that you're not eating too high in sodium, but stay tuned for that video where I'm going to talk about lots more tips, but those are 3 to get you started. Okay, Night Viper 3 asked, when did you first know you wanted to be in the fitness industry? So the gym forever has been my happy place. I was a really active kid. I played competitive tennis my entire life, and I played for my first year in college, and I just did all the sports growing up. I played softball, I played tennis, I played basketball, I played soccer, I played floor hockey, I did ice skating. I don't know, I just did all kinds of things. I liked being outside, I liked being really active, and it was fun to do with my friends, and it was always fun for me. That was my release, and it kind of helped even with my anxiety as a kid, even though I didn't know it then. And so the gym fitness has always been a stress release for me, and I went through a really severe eating disorder in high school. my junior year of high school. And since that time and overcoming that, because it all happened in the same year, like getting really deep into it, losing a ton of weight, and then recovering from it all happened within about a year to a year and a half's time. And right after that felt like it was my life's mission to kind of teach people how their bodies function properly and how to make them and help them function properly and treat them right. So it's always been a really big passion of mine. It's always been like a stress reliever and a place where I felt really happy and at home and at peace. And I wanted to help other people find that in the industry as well, especially when the industry is so riddled with lots of bad stigma and negative energy kind of surrounding it about being too fat or things like that. And I wanted to kind of take that away and show you that it can be like this fun, happy place and teach you how to fuel your bodies well and then work your bodies out well and just feel really good on a daily basis. So that's my answer. Devin Miller 7 asked, what is a refeed day? Do you incorporate them into your plans? So when I think of a refeed day, so a lot of people you'll see on Instagram posting about refeed day, and it's basically when they eat more carbs or more fat on like a heavier muscle building day or a heavier lifting day. So leg days, booty days, like those are the biggest muscle groups in your body. So when people are working those, they refeed, so they just fuel up with more carbs. When I think of refeed days, to me, it's higher carb days, and it's where you get a cheat meal, most likely. So I encourage my clients to have treats and to treat themselves to what they like, everything in moderation, including moderation, right? So I think it's really important to be able to enjoy what you love and have some wine and have some pizza and the things that you really like, but also not do it too frequently. So once a week, I say, is kind of a cheat day. So Amanda Hoffman asked, any advice on how to stay motivated with a busy schedule? I work retail full-time, so my schedule is never the same, and I'm also an online full-time senior in college. Well, my first piece of advice would be to join 3S Fitness and access our awesome sisterhood so that you can have the support and motivation of everybody else behind you. But the biggest thing that you can do, and that I found, and I think all of my clients have found, is to have a support system. It's impossible to be motivated all the time. So if you have a support system that's gonna pick you up when you don't wanna do it, or when you don't wanna go to the gym, or you don't wanna prep your food, that's such a key with this journey. The other thing is just creating discipline. So creating better habits. It takes 21 days to create a new habit, but you can start creating better routines and being more disciplined every day and working towards better habits. So even if it's something small like waking up and getting a 10-minute walk in every morning during the weekday, so for 5 days a week, you do that. That will help you feel more motivated if you're on a schedule and you're getting that in every morning when you want to, and you're forming those new habits. But the best thing that I think people find with 3S Fitness is that they have this huge support system behind them, and it makes it impossible to not be motivated, because even on days when you don't want to do it, you have all these other people that support you during the entire thing, and they talk about the good times and the bad times and the ups and the downs, and it's just no judgment. It's completely just open and free, and it's a really good system. So having a support system and then instilling discipline into your routine and forming that routine will help you when your motivation is waning. Niffy Lolly Do, I don't know if I said that right, asked, do you want kids? How does exercise change the way you feel, and is it actually worth it for your forever body? That's a lot of questions. First, do you want kids? Yes, of course I want kids. Not for a while, definitely not ready for kids, but I think I want 3 kids eventually. I don't know. I'm not in any kind of rush to have kids. We don't want kids right now. Tim's almost 3 years younger than I am, so we're gonna wait a little bit. How does exercise change the way you feel? Exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people just don't shoot their husbands. It's Legally Blonde, and it's so true. Exercise gives you endorphins, and endorphins make you happy. It's a huge stress release for a lot of people. You're expelling, especially for people who have any kind of anxiety, you're expelling like extra energy that you have stored up that you're using for anxiety when you work out. So you just feel better, and you get this natural high because of the endorphins, and just makes you feel happier and better. And is it worth it for your forever body? Absolutely. But remember, it's not about your before and your after. It's about the process. It's about the journey, because we're always working on ourselves and our bodies and our minds, and not perfecting them, just transforming them continuously and adapting and changing. And it's so important that we remember that it's not this beginning and end, that it's a continuous journey and that you have to love the process. And so you're never going to get to a point where you're like, yeah, this right now is the body I want forever. That's probably not going to happen, because you're always going to want to be changing. You're going to have new goals and new things that you want to accomplish on your fitness journey. And that's the beauty of it, because when you get to a point, if you ever get to a point where you say, I've had enough, like I don't need to do anything else, I'm done forever, there's nothing else I need to accomplish, I've reached all of my goals, like that's so boring. You'll never get there, because as soon as you get there, you'll come up with a higher, newer, cooler goal that you think of for yourself. So absolutely, it's worth it. It's so important. Exercise is so healthy for your body, for your mind, and you'll love it if you don't do it regularly. I promise you will love it. And then Samantha, and this was on Facebook in our 3S Fitness group, asked if I know where I'm honeymooning yet. And we don't, so we're actually gonna take a little bit of a delayed honeymoon. We're getting married November 12th, and then Tim's in a wedding on December 10th, and right after our wedding is obviously Thanksgiving, and then that wedding, and then Christmas. And so we love that time of year. Those are like my favorite 2 months of the year, because it's so being around so much family, and it's the holidays, and it's so fun. We both love Christmas and Thanksgiving and just that time of year. And so we decided we want to go during the winter, so closer to Valentine's Day and my birthday, which is February. So we're gonna wait and do our honeymoon in February, so we have a little bit more time to plan it, and so we're not like cramming to plan it right now. It'll be my first time out of the country. I've never been out of the country, so our honeymoon will be my first time, and I'm really excited about it. We're throwing around a lot of ideas, but we don't know. So if you have any suggestions, I want tropical, but with a lot of activities. Like I want to be able to do zip lining and hiking and just fun stuff like snorkeling, and want to just take the time to be outdoors and do fun stuff in a tropical place. That's what I want to do. So if you have any ideas, or you've been to places that might be really cool, let me know in the comments below. That was the last one, you guys. Thanks for all your questions. Make sure to go follow me and follow 3S Fitness on Instagram so that you don't miss out on our next Q&A if you want to ask us a question, because we always post on Instagram. It's the easiest way for me to receive your questions rather than making a video and doing it on here. Make sure to click below and go sign up for our Summer Sweat Series. Those signups are going to be closing on Saturday. It's 8 weeks, it's free, it's daily workouts, it's recipes, it's full workouts, prizes and giveaways, and so much fun. It's gonna be an absolute blast. And it starts May 15th. Signups close this Saturday, so click below and go sign up. And that's it, you guys. Give this video a big thumbs up if you like Q&As and if you wanna see more of them. Have an awesome day, and I will see you next time. Mwah.